I don't know that I even named the live stream anything. I probably shouldn't name it something. Y'all know we're gonna talk about MoveQuest because I got MoveQuest in the background. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? All right. Quick MoveQuest Live. Just an update on my journey with MoveQuest. Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on, everybody? Hope everyone is having an amazing Saturday. It's January the 10th, 2026. Woo! I got to get used to saying that, y'all. It's 2026. We are so excited to be, first of all, alive and well today. I can say that I am feeling the best about life than I ever have in life. And I'm sitting here as a 33-year-old man, and life is just great. Very blessed. We are in a time right now where cryptocurrency is being adopted all over the world, and it's in the news every day. The price of Bitcoin is on everyone's minds. Well, not everyone, because honestly, I'd still say probably about less than 15% of the world even have cryptocurrency owned, have any wallets or anything like that. So we're all, I believe, at the forefront of this technology. But ladies and gentlemen, I have been an advocate, an enthusiast, I should say, for cryptocurrency and certain projects for a long time now. For a long, long time on this channel, we have talked about projects that were pretty much a whole bunch of scams. And we had to learn the hard way about what those were, what they looked like, what kind of game they were playing. We had to learn some things, right? To be able to safely navigate this space that we called the hype space for a while, the crypto platform space or crypto project space. We've seen a whole lot of things. And on this channel, we have talked about things that we thought were some pretty amazing opportunities. And at the time, they were, and they really gave us no indication that they weren't. You know, just to give a few, some of the ones that I was involved with or that I had my own deposits in, like Novatech and Crypto Program and OMNIFX. And there's so many out there that there's a lot of you that may have been a part of some of them that not only ones that I just mentioned, but some that I've never even heard of before. And we talked about, I mean, it felt like hundreds of projects, right? It probably wasn't even 100 projects in total because most of them were hype projects. Most of them were projects that really didn't do much. They just talked about how they could give you a certain percentage per day, a daily return. And you put your own crypto that you went and bought, crypto that you went and purchased on an exchange, and you send it to this platform, and they're supposed to do a certain accumulation every day, and then you're able to withdraw at a certain point and all this different stuff that we've done for such a long time. Ladies and gentlemen, I will be the first to tell you I ain't new to that at all. I've seen that for quite some time, and some of these platforms I participated in myself. And ladies and gentlemen, I am here to let you know that some of those projects really did do a lot more hurting than they did helping. Shout out to all the folks that are in the chat. I just now saw the chat. Lambo Drew's in the building. What's going on, Lambo? How you feeling this morning? Colorado is in the building. Najee84 says, hey, bro, what's going on? How you feeling? Good morning from New Zealand. Jason Timms. Shout out to Jason Timms in New Zealand. Thank you all for tuning in today. It is a Saturday afternoon here Eastern time. It's 1:45. And we're just excited to be alive, ladies and gentlemen. We got some good stuff to talk about. What we were kind of talking about before I jumped into the comment section there was that we have been a part of so many different projects and platforms, ladies and gentlemen, that some of them we thought were good ideas. Lambo, you even was in one that I told you was like, I had got to the point at that time where I was starting to think I knew a little bit, right? And I was like, oh, Mayo trade. Why would anybody even name a project Mayo Trade if it had nothing to do with mayonnaise? There were so many different names that you'd see, bit this and coin that, and it was just so much, right? And they were all projects that had their own end date that none of us knew. None of us knew what those projects end date were. We just took a chance, right? We jumped out there. We said, hey, let's give it a shot. Let's roll the dice. And a lot of us rolled the dice with even more confidence because we knew we had networks of people that were probably going to follow suit. And we would do the best that we could, of course, to let everybody know, listen, our decisions should not be how you make your decision, okay? The risk is there for us all to take, but we take it individually and we need to be accountable for our decisions. That will never, ever change in any decisions that we make as human beings. All right, so I want to make sure that is clear. For those of us that did not quite understand that about life, every choice that we make is on us. Especially if we have the power of free will and the ability to move our limbs and do all the different things that God has graced us with. It's our responsibility to be good stewards of that and make good decisions for ourselves, for our family, for the responsibilities that we have. All of that will never change. And a lot of the things that happened is a lot of us got a little bit wrapped up in what it felt like to really kind of do something new, do something that we felt was innovative. Shout out to the Smithology Project from home base. You already know, from across the hall. Thanks for tuning in. But we have to be accountable for our own decisions. So I was talking to a good buddy of mine, and he had kind of lost his fervor for talking about different platforms and projects. And I don't blame him, because when you really believe in something and it goes away on you, you really kind of have a moment where you lose some confidence. You lose some confidence in your own ability. And I think sometimes we get made to play like fools out in this space, and we get made to believe that something is so big and so powerful, and it's really built on nothing. And it takes some experiences in this space, and then not giving up after those failures, that you really start to learn. So that's one of the things I want to pat myself on the back for, because I've been through so many of these ups and downs in this space. But one thing that I always said was, whether I took a week off, a month off, a day off, I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to quit trying to find these opportunities that can really be life-changing. And so from that not quitting, I was able to find something amazing like MoveQuest, ladies and gentlemen. What MoveQuest has done, and just to keep it very simple, for those of you that have never seen anything about MoveQuest, it's kind of hard for me to believe at this point if you watch my channel. And real quick, happy birthday to my dad. Lambo said, happy birthday, Pops. We just celebrated his birthday yesterday, so we want to celebrate him real quick. Happy birthday, Pops. But finding MoveQuest was one of those things that came at the most perfect time for me. It has always been a goal of mine to be in the best shape of my life. I don't know if anybody out there is like me, but we always want to look good in our suits, right? We want to look good in our clothes. For the single fellas out there, you know what the ladies like. They like a good fit. Well, most of them, they like a good strong man. Ladies out there, you want to be looking good in your bathing suit when you go out in the summertime. I think it's a low key goal. Not everybody's going to be as vain to say it, but I believe that everyone out there has a moment in their life where they're like, man, I wish I had a six pack, or I wish I was in the best shape of my life, right? And we know that takes a process. That's why some of us never do it. We know that it takes time to get there. That's why some of us never get there, because there's other things that block us from that. It's maybe our job, maybe our schedules. There's different things that are there. But if I told you that you could get paid for working out, and you didn't have to be a trainer, and you really didn't even have to be a person that was a workout person, you're just out there doing what you do on a daily basis, and you have incentive to do it, I think that it would start to change the gears of how people think about their own movement. I think that if in a hypothetical world, someone told you, hey, for every day that you go out there and you do 15,000 steps, I'll give you $1,000. I promise you, there will be a new asset class of people that are in the best shape of their lives because someone literally offered them $1,000 a day to go get 15,000 steps. There would be people that were in the worst shape of their life that see that that ad and they'd be like, oh my, it is time. This is what I needed. And it really doesn't matter what the number was, what the number is. It's whatever number moves the needle for you, right? And that's what MoveQuest has given us an opportunity to do, be incentivized in our movement. There's stuff that we're doing every day. There are hospitality workers. There are folks that work in restaurants. There are folks that work in gyms. There are folks that stroll the halls in Capitol Hill. There are people that work at stadiums. There are people that go to games. There are people that move all over the world. And then you think about the opportunity that cryptocurrency gives you. Cryptocurrency is one of those things that is based off community, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think everybody kind of understands that part of it. But without a community of people that believe in cryptocurrency would not be where it is right now. There's a reason why people believe in cryptocurrency, because it has lifted the veil and given people an opportunity to see what transparency in the financial system looks like. So now they can start holding these people that have a whole lot of money that aren't using it for what they're supposed to be using it for. Now it puts them in positions that, hey, well, there's reasons why, there's this going on, there's that going on. A lot of people don't like that because they've been taking advantage of money for a long time. But for the folks like us, like me, like probably you out there that is trying to find every way to provide for their families, and it just doesn't seem like we've been able to master the money game. You want to know why? Because it's been an off type of system for a long time. And I don't have enough time to get into that today. But what I do have enough time to get into is the fact that MoveQuest couples two very important things: your health. Ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't matter how rich you are. If you are not healthy enough to experience your wealth, it really won't matter. There's a part of us that as we start to get older, and I'm just 33, but I was at 1.25, and I was at 1.20, and I was at 1.15, and right now I'm sounding like an old man. But I'll tell you right now, my body has had some times where it has hurt. And it was because I wasn't doing anything with it. And then I've had some times where my body has hurt because I was doing something with it. But I much rather that pain of doing than the pain of not. Because that has been proven to show that in the moments that I need my body, when I need it to perform, when I need it to do what it needs to do, when I need it to act, when I need it to move, when I need it to be quick, it's there for me. And then you couple that with the wealth that cryptocurrency can provide us. There's a lot of us that missed out on what Bitcoin could have done. There's a lot of us that think in their mind they missed out on what Bitcoin could have done. There's a lot of folks that think that Bitcoin is going to go to $1 million, and they haven't sold a bit of their Bitcoin yet. There's some of us that have panic sold. I'm one of those. I've done it. Not just not understanding, not knowing, needing that cryptocurrency. But of course, in needing the cryptocurrency, you learn some things. You learn how to sell it. You learn how to buy it. There's so much stuff that you learn in this space, in the space that we have been in the last few years. We have learned a lot. And Lambo, you can remember me saying this at your conference. It wasn't cryptocurrency that failed us, ladies and gentlemen. It was these platforms that we've been a part of. Robert, I got to call you back. It was these platforms that we've been a part of. They failed us. But crypto hasn't failed. Crypto has only continued to show itself approved in the world's economy today. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to let you know that I do believe that we have found something that couples two major things: our health and our wealth. We need to be getting 10,000 steps a day, ladies and gentlemen. These bodies need it. Whether you believe it or not, I put a challenge out there right now for all that are watching. For all that are watching, go and get 10,000 steps a day. And before you get that 10,000 steps a day, holla at me so I can get you in MoveQuest so you can get some credit for that 10,000 steps a day. But I want you to do that 10,000 steps for 90 days. And I want you to chronicle how your body changes. If you stay committed to that 10,000 steps a day, 10,000 deliberate steps a day, I challenge everyone watching this and everyone that is watching this in the future. 10,000 steps a day. Okay? Watch what it does to your body. If you are already a person that is an active lifestyle kind of person, guy or gal, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And then the rest of the stuff starts to fall into place. Of course, you can't get around nutrition. You got to eat right. But ladies and gentlemen, moving this body is going to keep us around. Coupling it with the most amazing technology in crypto today is one of the most genius things that I believe MoveQuest has done. So that's me talking about MoveQuest, and I think I'm on limited time here. So I want to make sure that I get into some things that I wanted to talk about. I want to jump into the back office of MoveQuest, what MoveQuest is doing right now, the opportunity that it has given us right now. I know there's a lot of folks that may not understand what this is, and it's evident because there are people that don't submit every day. There are people that have already missed the boat on the 100% match. But ladies and gentlemen, let me just tell you the kind of stuff that MoveQuest has done for us. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, just getting to the MoveQuest back office, I mean, not back office, the front page, right? The website. What MoveQuest is, okay? Let me make sure that everyone can see that. I'm gonna click over here just to make sure that that is visible for you guys. It's gonna pull up. There we go. It is going to pull up. MoveQuest, the world's first activity mining network. Earn crypto by walking, working out, and improving your health. MoveQuest transforms your steps, workouts, and sleep into real crypto tokens through our proof of physical activity engine. You'll see proof of physical activity all the time, ladies and gentlemen. There's videos on how MoveQuest works, but what this is a next generation move to earn platform built for sustainability. I have been a person that has been mining MQT through MoveQuest since August of 2024. There aren't many platforms out there in the space that can say that. And there's a lot of folks that'll say, well, I want to jump in something that's new. I want to get a part of something that's new. I am no longer concerned about how new something is. Now that I've been a part of something for almost 2 years this is the second year starting. Back in August, it was the second year starting in 2026 right now. I have no reason to really, now I won't say this. I won't say that I won't look at other things, because when one project does it right, it gives the blueprint for other projects to do it right and be built the right way. And there are other projects that are going to be linking up with MoveQuest. That's the beauty of being a protocol. It allows for other projects to link with it. If you get on some of these calls, man, Lynette really, she did her thing with this. Waleed, the whole team, they did their thing with this. Folks out there, for folks that think that there's some kind of barrier to entry, these phantom miners are the most groundbreaking technology that there is for the new person. For a couple dollars in AVAX, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, it's 10 cents per miner per docking slot. These phantoms will work for you for 90 days. Start your 90-day journey right here. Claim the phantom miners. Get rocking and rolling. For those of you that use MetaMask, this is a piece of cake. The dashboard, of course, I'm on my Google Chrome, so I just link to my MetaMask. I get into the dashboard. Now, I am a person that I have lots of miners. I've been in this for a long time, so I've been in the accumulation phase. I know there's leasing coming. I know there are some other things that are here for us right now. These hatcheries are a way for us to take, even if you don't mine MQT, if you don't get the miners. Ladies and gentlemen, get your MQT and put it in the hatchery and start submitting. Like, put one miner in your docking slot and just submit every day. But you have a staking mechanism here that can really change the game for you. And it gives you an example, right? The nest is what you need to get into the gold hatchery. The incubator can be used to get some of these Vanguard miners that are your way to get these Titans. 2 of these Vanguards have to merge into a Titan. It's the gamified system. There's plenty of information to kind of describe that, but I'm just letting you guys know some of the things that are here in the ecosystem that continuously keep us using MQT. That is something that you need in an ecosystem. You need reasons to use the token. And the token has real value. You can go look up MQT on CoinMarketCap. So I've got cards in the Golden Hatchery that have been earning me MQT. I've got This one right here is, I've got $3,000 worth of MQT. It was about 195 MQT at the time. I've been submitting 63 days straight on a 210-day contract, and I've already earned 28 MQT from that. And I'll be able to claim that when these days are over. But this is helping the ecosystem because I'm not selling the token, I'm staking it. So I'm not sitting here panic selling. It gives me all the information I need back here in the back office about where my deposits, you know, all this stuff that's privy to me. It's specific to me. It's giving me everything I need, even the global stats, ladies and gentlemen. I know what's going on over the whole, and so would you. This is what transparency on blockchain tells you. You see what the submissions are. You see that there's 2,500 people submitting, 2,500 wallets, 2,500 wallets. Do you guys understand? And I'm going to stop the share right here. Do you guys understand? I haven't even looked at the comment section. Do you guys understand 2,500 people submitting? That is not even enough to make noise at a Commanders game. There are people, me included, that would pay to go watch the Commanders lose to the Cowboys, and it would be tens of thousands of people there. And I use this example all the time because it just tells you that all that can happen in a small area. All this can happen in a very small pocket of the world. But this is a global opportunity for folks to earn a real token from moving their bodies. It's gonna go viral. My suggestion to all of you is to get your positioning. If you're a leader out there, please contact me because there are ways for you to earn even more. For those of you that have been paying attention, there's going to be an incentive from here, and I'm hoping it stays forever. I hope it's a part of what they do in the ecosystem. For those of you that help people get their Trailblazer miners started, there's a what is the official word for it? It's escaping me right now because I'm just so excited. But you can go back on the call and listen about what the Trailblazer miners they're going to do. They're going to allow you to pretty much pay as you go. That's what it is. It's a pay as you go mining situation. But as you help others pay as they go, you're going to get 50% in the native token on the blockchain. So if it's an avalanche, you're going to get 50% of the avalanche that is used as they continue to pay as they go. That's something that has not happened, and that's going to be something that people get really excited about once they see that start to work. I don't have all the details for it right now, but there really wasn't a whole lot of things out there for people to earn outside of their own mining. MoveQuest is in a place now where they have assessed all this stuff over the last 2 years, and they said, well, you know what? We can start to incentivize this growth in these ways, and it won't hurt the ecosystem. As a matter of fact, it's going to incentivize folks to share because in that native token is what we need to submit our gas fees. A lot of people were selling their MQT just to submit their proof of physical activity. That's letting go of the token of the asset that we need to be holding on to. So just for sharing it with just a few people on that Trailblazer pay-as-you-go system, as those folks are earning their miners and getting to it, ladies and gentlemen, they will have the opportunity to earn their submission fees as small groups and small leaders. Just sharing it with a few people. It'll pay for itself. Of course, they have the option to go and they sell that if they're on the BNB, if they're on Polygon, if they're on Solana, all the different blockchains that are coming, if they're on MQT's blockchain, they have the opportunity to sell that and do whatever they want to do with it. They want to hold it, they can hold it. They don't have to use it for their submission fees, but it's a thank you. But it's also an incentive for those of us that are just looking for ways to keep submitting every day. It's going to be an amazing thing. So I didn't want to be on here that long. I don't have the time to be on here that long. Ladies and gentlemen, I am just trying to share the excitement. I hope you can feel the excitement this morning. For those of you that are tuning in, y'all know me. When I'm really gung-ho for something, I really am. And there's nothing out there that makes more sense than this. Now, of course, there are going to be things that are more passive. There are going to be things that you can just take your hard-earned crypto that you have gone through the process of purchasing, which was good because you learned something. You got a wallet, which was good because you learned how to operate a wallet. All these things that we're learning in this platform space before we go and send our crypto somewhere are all good stuff. It's all good things, the things that we need to be knowing about how to have our crypto. Of course, we never want to give away our 12-word key phrases. We never want to give away our pertinent information. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, this transaction of crypto is good information. It's a good thing that we're learning. Now, as we start to navigate our wallets and we learn Web3 and we learn dApps, MoveQuest is a perfect opportunity to start the learning curve for you to start to understand what these things in crypto are with something that is practical. You're going to get up and move your body, God willing. Earn a little MQT for it. And if you're a person that's really trying to level up, like me, I was trying to get every docking slot open. I was trying to get the most powerful miners in there because I want to mine this MQT token. I saw it go to $100. Some of y'all weren't around to see it. It's at $6, $7 right now. I saw it go to $100. So I know what it can do. I know it can do more than that. And I know that there's going to be a community that sees this as commonsensical. It's something that's going to add value to people's lives. It's going to change people's lives. There are testimonials from people all over the world. Go to the MoveQuest channel. There's like a 40-minute video filled with testimonials from people all over the world. Your boy's in it towards the end, you know? But listen, I am so proud to be in the MoveQuest community. I'm proud to be a leader in the MoveQuest community. I'm proud to be one that is an advocate for something that makes sense. You know, there's a lot of times that we want to just be in passive stuff because it's easy to do. It's easy to talk about. It's easy to just throw out this rhetoric around this super crazy technology that no one in the world has ever heard of before. Like this super exchanger doohickey and that and this and left and right and all this stuff. And then next thing you know, the thing is gone. How about we take something that's as practical as moving our bodies, being grateful for that to start. And then we get with a community of people that are doing the same thing. And of course, can't go out without saying this, because it wouldn't be me. If something happened with MoveQuest, if it just decided it was going to just go away, like we ain't used to that. If it just decided it was going to no longer, we were never going to be able to sell the token. It goes down to -0 pennies where all those other move to earn apps are, all that stuff. If it decides to do that, we are continuously in this network and community of people that are looking for real things. I trust Lynette. I trust the team. I trust everyone at MoveQuest. I trust Waleed. I trust all this technology that has been put in place. There has been no other platform that I have been able to see that gives you the contract addresses for everything going on. They give it to you. It's on the homepage. They're giving you the contract addresses for everything, the light pages, the light paper. Everything is there. They're not trying to hide anything. There's nothing to hide. What is the point of crypto? The point of crypto isn't really to start hiding stuff. Not all the way. There's, of course, that anonymous part of it. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes down to a platform like this can really change people's lives. I'm raising my hand right now, and I'm letting y'all know I'm looking for a few folks that want to, that you don't necessarily literally got to run with me. But there's some opportunities for those leaders out there that just want to help folks open some docking slots. Pretty soon, these docking slots are going to be $100 to open. Now, we know that we have spent way more than $100 in platforms and all these different things. I don't have to set up no equipment in my house to mine this token. And I was telling my buddy the other day, I almost see this as me being able to mine whatever token I want to right now, right? Because if I continue to mine MQT, I decide to sell MQT, whatever value I decide to want to get, it can go for $2 and I can decide to sell it, right? I could turn that coin into another coin and I would now have that coin. Because of what I did with my body and the technology that MoveQuest has established. Jason Timms already letting you know he changed his life. Now, Lambo, you know Mayo Trade tried to do the same thing, but it couldn't even. The only thing that Mayo Trade could do was match the colors. That's the only thing Mayo Trade could do. It had purple, MoveQuest had purple, but that's about it. That's about it. Blue Sky's in the building. Shout out to Blue Sky. Blue Sky, you always in the building. No matter where the building's at, you there. So shout out to you. But see, folks like me and Jason and Lambo, you gonna know too, buddy. Because listen, what we do on that golf course, we walk that bad boy. We walk that bad boy. It could be 9 holes, we be 18. Come on, we gonna walk that thing now. We gonna mind some MQT, we out there playing golf. All right? And it's gonna be fun. I do suggest everyone get a wearable. You can go on swappa.com, SWAPPA.com. You can get yourself an Apple Watch for under $100. You can do that right now. You can do that right now. So listen, if you need more information, I ain't hard to find. You can email me at bankofgerald@protonmail.com. You can holler at me on Telegram at bankofgerald. The information to my Telegram group for MoveQuest is in the description below my videos. It's not hard to find. I reached out to all my old groups in all the Telegram over the last month, and I said, look, I'm closing these groups down. If you want to be a part of MoveQuest, holler at me in my Telegram MoveQuest group. I even left some extra time for the Novatech folk, the crypto program folk, the funds folk, all them folk that were in these big programs that we were a part of that didn't do nothing for us, but give us a whole lot of hype and didn't deliver on nothing. At least with this, we get to change our physical lives. There's a lot of us that have decided we're going to be the best versions of ourselves without MoveQuest. And they ain't even started MoveQuest yet. That's okay. They're going to hear about it at some point. And it's not about them being under me or anybody into the community. It's about us believing as a community in what MoveQuest can do. And if those of you that want to do the research on the light paper, it was built with the same kind of, with the same similar characteristics as Bitcoin, similar scarcity as Bitcoin. We can see MQT going to places that can really, really change people's lives. You can watch. Feel free. I ain't hard to find like Dion. And it won't be too late. I'm not going to sit over here and tell you it's going to be too late. But there's two different folks in the Bitcoin world right now, or even in crypto. There's those early adopters that decided they was going to get a part of, you know, the hard stuff and having to mine and do all this stuff. And, you know, sometimes not mining as much token as you have to pay to submit your proof of physical activity. Like all that stuff goes down. I'm not going to lie to y'all. There's some times where the price has gotten to a place where I do my submission and I'm paying more because I'm a big Titan, right? I got all 18 docking slots open with all Titans in there. Elite, MoveQuester. You know what I'm saying? So I pay $7 plus in submission fees every day. And I might not even max out that day. I might have earned 0.25 MQT. I might have earned 0.13 MQT. But you best believe I'm submitting every day, because I'm about to have all 18 miners on all of the blockchains. You best believe I'm submitting. And you best believe I'm going to want 0.2 MQT when MQT is at $10,000, at $50,000, at $100,000, because that is what crypto can do with a community of people that believe in what the crypto stands for, that believe in what the token stands for. MoveQuest is about something practical that I do believe that we all need in our lives, and that is movement. And however you get it, it's important. And you know what the beautiful thing about movement is? It can be fun. Lambo, you are a fool, bruh. I think MoveQuest and Mayo Trade will do a collaboration this year. You right. You are right. You are right. because MoveQuest is gonna raise mail trade from the dead. I don't even know what to say to that, Lambo. I don't know what to say to that. Just don't tell me you're gonna be the ambassador for mail trade. All right, you got too much good stuff going on. All right, and that's probably why you on the road all the time. The mail trade is trying to figure out where you at. Where Lambo at? Anyway, y'all, it's been a pleasure being on live with y'all. We've been on like 35 minutes or so. We just having a good time, but I think I only have 40 minutes on my thing. So we just gonna see if it cuts me off, it cuts me off. But ladies and gentlemen, being in MoveQuest has literally changed my life, and it's given me something consistent to be a part of. And then I was able to share with my dad, and we're able to do it together. He's getting in his steps. I'll call him and he'll say, hey, I'm getting my steps in today. And you know what? He's got 18 docking slots open with 18 Titans in them. He putting it where his mouth is. So that's the kind of stuff that we're looking for. You know what I'm saying? Everybody isn't got to go and open up all their docking slots. They don't have to do that. But ladies and gentlemen, I do challenge you to go see what MoveQuest can do for you. You don't even got to really go tell nobody that you're doing it. You don't got to tell me. I'd love to know so that I can support you. I'd love to know so that I can help you make sure that you got everything that you need. And I'll tell you what you need right now. Can I tell you what you need to be a part of MoveQuest? If you want to be a part of MoveQuest today, here are the things that you need. All right? You mean to go grab a friend? Go grab a friend. Tell them, come on down to the TV. Come on down to the tablet. Come on down. I'll tell you what you need to do. All right? What you need to do. You need to have a MetaMask wallet. MetaMask is a trusted wallet in the crypto community. Okay? If you didn't know it, now you know it. It has a dApp browser on it. For those of you that don't know what dApp browser is, it's like using the internet on your wallet, your crypto wallet. Okay? You will need to do that. You'll need MetaMask. You need to jump in there. You'll need to start your wallet, set up your keys, all that great stuff. You'll need to make sure you purchase some Avalanche. You will also need a link, right? If you go to MoveQuest.com, or if you go to MoveQuest.com/bankofgerald, the link is in the description if I got that wrong. But, you know, we can get it to you. You can use the browser on your MetaMask wallet to access it very seamlessly. Okay? You will need some Avalanche. You will also need to go to the Apple Store. You'll need to go to the Google Play Store, wherever your app store is on your device, Android or Apple. You just go there, you type in MoveQuest. Should be a shining neon green background with a nice black MoveQuest logo in the middle of it. You go ahead and you click that and you go ahead and download the application. Now, one thing that a lot of people miss, they miss that they need to send a little bit of Avalanche. You could send $1. I think it's really like a couple cents to make sure that the pin gets input, because it's all on blockchain. Signing up for MoveQuest is on blockchain. So when you get the app open and you put your wallet address from your MetaMask, from Avalanche on your MetaMask wallet, you put it in your MoveQuest, it'll link itself because it's reading each other. The beautiful thing about technology, copy and paste will be your friend. You get in there, you make sure that you send a little bit of Avalanche to your in-app wallet on your MoveQuest app, and it's going to give you the wallet address. Okay? Once you get through there, you set up your PIN. If you notice that when you set up your PIN and you try to swipe it and it doesn't go by, that means you don't have Avalanche in your in-app wallet on MoveQuest. It is very simple to just send some Avalanche over there. Pretty soon, when we're on all the different blockchains, including MQT's own blockchain, you'll be able to use those native coins, Polygon, Solana, BNB, Base, I think, Arbitrum. Listen, Najee, Lambo, and I will join MoveQuest together. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'll set y'all up. And because y'all are leaders, there's more for you guys. I want to have that conversation with y'all too. There's more for you guys for helping folks do the same thing they're going to do anyway. Leaders, holla at me. All right. It's very simple. Folks are going to learn about crypto in this process, things that they may have not known. It's very intuitive. It's very easy to do. It's going to make you excited once you start to see what it is inside. I mean, the app, even the application on the inside is pretty dope. It's pretty dope. As you can see, I don't know if y'all can see that, but I've already went to the gym this morning. I got like 6,000 steps. App is pretty cool. All my miners in here. My submitting on my proof of activity is right there in the back office. There are other projects like the Bullish Moon project. I gotta show some love to Bullish Moon because they are all about the education. Ladies and gentlemen, I gotta pull the plug in for the Bullish Moon. I've been saying I'm gonna do more talking about Bullish Moon. I just haven't got a chance to do it. But Bullish Moon is a project that has allowed. I just saw a name pull up in comment section. I'll address that in a second. I ain't gonna talk about it long. But there are projects that can link with MoveQuest. And just like MoveQuest builds its liquidity, just like people submit to its blockchain, Lambo Drew could have the Lambo Drew token for all of his networking events. If you want special access to this, that, and the third, if you are mining on the MoveQuest blockchain, you are able to also mine this, we'll call it the LBT, the Lambo token. And this is just hypothetical, of course, but that's what you have the opportunity to do. And as people submit on the project pool, it's building liquidity for the Lambo token. There's possibilities out of it just for moving, just for using our bodies as movers, as moving pieces. I want to say what Blue Sky said first. Blue Sky says, get started today. MetaMask, Avalanche, Link, MoveQuest app. Remember, after you download the MoveQuest app, send some Avalanche to the in-app wallet. Couldn't have said it any better myself. Lambo, I have not sent Ed Zimbardi my link yet. Have not heard from Ed in years and years and years. I don't know where Ed is. All right, so don't put me. No, sir. I don't know. Me no know. All right, but me and Pops will hopefully be at that conference. I know that unfortunately, I have a gig that weekend, but I am trying to show up at least one day. Trying to be there at least one day to pull up on my brother Lambo. Maybe my dad could stay a couple days and get the full experience. I think that'll be cool. Maybe if he's not gigging, because we're both still singing, we're still doing our thing. But ladies and gentlemen, I do believe MoveQuest has the ability to change a lot of lives. There are going to be a lot of projects that decide they want to collaborate with MoveQuest. There's going to be a lot of ideas that are there. There's a lot of liquidity to be had. There's a lot for communities that just need something to tie in. And I mean, there's going to be churches, there's going to be organizations that decide they want to tie in with MoveQuest because they are able to mine and build liquidity for a token or a project through their personal proof of physical activity on a day-to-day basis. And for whatever level of miners they have, they pay a submission fee and it adds to the liquidity and builds up projects. Not just MoveQuest, but other projects as well. We got to think bigger about some of this technology that has been established. We're about to have our own in-app, we're about to have our own wallet. MoveQuest is about to have its own wallet, ladies and gentlemen. About to have its own wallet. I'm really excited about the pay to go because it's going to give a lot of people, a lot of those smaller teams, a lot of those folks that are just building with a few people, is going to give them an opportunity to get their submission fees paid for just for sharing with a few people. And what that can turn into as they start to share with even more people, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be amazing, especially in some of these smaller communities. MoveQuest has value, ladies and gentlemen. It straight up has value. Let's see what CoinMarketCap says right now before I get out of here. Because I do have to call this person back. It's a very important phone call. I do need to get on the road because I have some singing to do today too. MQT is at $6.76. If you can find me one more move to app, a move to earn app out there, or any other move to earn project out there that is even over $1, send it to me, please. For those of you that want to complain about MoveQuest price, it launched at $1. It's at $6.76 right now. Those that did not sell when they got it at $1 are happy today. But they're not selling. They understand the vision. They understand the goal. But if you can find me one more move to earn token out there that is allowing people to mine with their proof of physical activity that is over $1, that is my challenge. Send it to me. Send it. All right? Ladies and gentlemen, I've done all the talking I'm going to do on this subject today. Thank y'all for tuning in. Lambo, Najee, Jason, Blue Sky, Smithology Project, everybody that tuned in that didn't say nothing, everybody that's just watching because they just want to see a brother fail, or they just want to see a brother succeed, or you just like a brother smile, or whatever it is that you like. I just appreciate you tuning in today. We're going to try to do more lives. I know I say that all the time, but I just be having stuff to do like today. I'm rushing off and I don't even want to get off. So I just appreciate y'all. Holla at me about MoveQuest, ladies and gentlemen. It is very, very simple to get involved. All you need is the link. You get your MetaMask wallet, put some Avalanche in it, get rocking and rolling. I do suggest a wearable. I got my Apple Watch on. I wish they'd sponsor a brother, but hey, time will tell and we gonna see. But we do all this moving every single day. It is time that we start building community around this movement, earning a token with real value and changing some lives for real. Not just this passive income stuff. Let's get some active income going. Can we get some active income going? Huh? Can we move these bodies and get some active income? Let's do it. Let's do it. All right? And most importantly, put your 2FA on all the platforms and projects that will allow you. Put them on your wallets, put them on everything. All right? Don't give nobody your key phrases, your keys, none of that stuff. Crypto is indeed the wild, wild west. Don't click on phishing links. If you get an email from MoveQuest, remember, MoveQuest never asked you for an email. It ain't from MoveQuest. All right? MoveQuest.com. If it don't come from MoveQuest.com, it ain't real. That's how we move. That's how we rock. That's how we roll. I'm excited for all of you guys. Let's not fall for no scams this year. Let's attach ourselves to real things and let's grow some real wealth and help people with a real issue. We're in America. Y'all know we too big. Come on now. We moving towards obesity every single day. And if we don't start getting after it in that sense, I'm nobody's trainer. But I'm telling you right now, my folks come from Mississippi and they don't all look like me. They don't all look like me. As a matter of fact, our country is probably the most obese country in the world. Okay? And we have an opportunity to be at the forefront of the change that we really want to see. And then on top of that, we can get paid. Ladies and gentlemen, we can get paid. Lambo, Najee, y'all please holler at me because y'all are leaders in this space. And I know y'all's word can carry some weight. And when I show y'all what can happen with just the work that you guys can do in the small communities that we have a lot of impact in our communities, ladies and gentlemen. People listen to us. When we say things, they listen. When I tell y'all MoveQuest has changed my life, I know y'all believe me because you can see it. But now I'm trying to believe it for y'all. I want to give enough belief to y'all that y'all can borrow it from me and y'all don't have to give it back this time. You can keep it. All right? You know what it is, Lambo. Back on my push-ups, my push-ups, my push-ups. Back on my push-ups, my push-ups. If y'all ain't seen my push-up videos, I'm making push-up songs all the time, 50 push-ups, and I'm not even really, that's just a part of the calorie burn statistic on MoveQuest, I guess. But I still, before I do them push-ups, I try to do 2 to 3 miles on that treadmill. All right? Let's set it up. Y'all know how to holler at me. You can holler at me on Telegram, holler at me in my email. Get at me, all right? We can make it happen. Oh, for folks that want to know and want to get the information, first of all, our leadership is amazing. Hayden is one of the most amazing presenters. He's one of those people where you see his energy, and Lambo, you probably know how this is because people probably treat you like this, right? It's like they don't even believe you're real. It's only through your consistent you being you that they believe that you're real. That's how I felt about Hayden. I was like, ain't no way he has this energy all the time. He does. These are people that are excited about life and excited about opportunity. And he does a call Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 12 Eastern. It's perfect for the new folks. Lynette does a call from 9 at, I think she's doing it at 7 p.m. now Eastern, and Tuesdays and Thursdays, 7 p.m. Eastern. She does a call that gets a little bit more technical about the infrastructure, about the technology, about the things that are coming. It's a little bit over the new person's head. But ladies and gentlemen, there's so much on the MoveQuest YouTube page. There's so much on the back office and the videos back there. There's a lot of information out there, ladies and gentlemen. So do your own due diligence. You don't have to just take my word for it, even though I know you want to. I know you want to, but you don't have to. You don't have to take my word for it, all right? Let's attach ourselves to real opportunities, and God bless all the other real opportunities out there, because it's up to those real opportunities to continue on and giving these projects a good rap in the space. I'm not going to give up on it. I've learned too much. I've seen too much. It's already changed my life, and it's changed others' lives, and I'm committed to it continuing to do that. I will see y'all on the next one. Y'all holla at me. Leaders holla at me. I ain't hard to find like Deion say. And